Hello, everyone. Happy Wellness Wednesday. As you can tell, I am not at home. I am down in beautiful, sunny, hot, hot Palm Springs. I'm visiting friends. And yes, this is my mental health getaway. And so I thought I would make that the topic for today and come into you live so you can see what I mean by mental health and wellness. Travel, that's what does for me. That, that's my elixir. I love to travel. And Palm Springs is only about a 2 hour drive from Los Angeles. So it's a nice, easy, quick getaway. And I just love it. I am in the shade, and I don't have any lights with me, so you're gonna have to put up with me being in the shade here because I sure as heck am not going to sit out there and roast. It is 94 degrees right now, and who knows, it may get a little hotter. Anywho, welcome to any new subscribers. So happy that you're here. To all of you that have been subscribed and watching me, sending you lots of love and blessings. Hope all is well. And yes, I love to travel, as I've already mentioned, and getting away for mental health, mental clarity is so important. And what I always tell people is that it's not this thing that you have to go and necessarily get a hotel or get away to, all these places of lavish and luxury. And that's great, don't get me wrong. But it's something that some of us anyhow, can't do all the time. And I've been taking advantage this past year of reconnecting with friends. And since things are getting a little better, better out there, that I'm visiting people that I haven't seen in a long time. So they've been gracious enough to host me, and that feels beautiful. Not only am I getting away out of my space, but I also get to reconnect with people that I haven't seen in a long time and that are very near and dear to my heart. So that does something for your mental well-being. It's important. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe you're a person that enjoys going hiking, or what's another thing? Being out on the water if you have any water near you. Uh, I don't know, whatever feels good for you. That's what you want to do. That's what's important. Wherever you feel is a space that you can go into to clear your mind, just have that time for yourself. Do it. It's so important. Mental clarity. What else do I want to say on that? Um, if you have kids or people that you care for, see if there's somebody else that could step in for you. Give yourself a break so that you can give yourself that gift to get away and regroup, because you're not going to be any good to anybody if you're not taking care of yourself. So please, please, please do that for yourself. It's so important. I did bring a few of my little cards here, so I'm going to pull and see what Spirit has to say about your mental health, your mental well-being. I wish I would have brought I actually have some self-care cards. Those would have been fun right now, but that's okay. Let's see what we get here. And I'm missing you all right now as I'm saying this because I'm so used to interacting with the chat, and I have no chat. But I will be back Friday morning, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time for coffee chat. So be sure to join me then for that. Oops. Of course. I don't know why. My cards love to torture me. All right, I did my exercise for the day. They love to fall on the floor. And I'm going to show you what fell out because I think it's what we're talking about here. Whoops. Love and truth. Love yourself and be truthful to what it is that you need for your mental well-being, your mental clarity. But what was I saying until these fell on the floor? Friday, coffee chat. I will be back in Los Angeles for that, so make sure you join me. And then later that day at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Lisa and I will be doing Can You Sing It? And that it will be on Spirit Intuitive Tarot on Lisa's channel. So if you're not subscribed to her, make sure you get over there and subscribe so that you can be alerted of when that goes. And this will be our second show that we're doing, and we're going to have surprise guests. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you check that out. Okay, that's it on the announcement front. So let's see what else Spirit has to say about mental clarity, mental well-being. Really, Spirit? Spirit's like, you need to move more. You need to exercise more. Why? Respect. Respect and honor yourself. This is a gift that you can do for you. It brings in hope. It brings in a lot of good things. Quick story. Yesterday was a very challenging day for me. And it wasn't a bad day. You know, some days you just have a really bad day. And I can't say that it was a bad day, but it wasn't a great day. Or a good day, really, for that matter. Well, I take that back. It turned out to be a good day at the end. So I had to go pick up my rental car so that I could drive down here today. And I had my whole day timed perfectly because I had a lot of stuff that I needed to do, and I had a couple of meetings that I had that day. I needed to get my laundry done so I can pack. I hadn't packed yet. And then I also had, the live stream with the Soul Sisters Tarot that night with Linda G coming on. So all the stuff that was planned, and I had everything planned perfectly. So I go and I pick up my rental car. I waited for over an hour because the car was not ready and people were going in and out. It was a madhouse. And I think that was kind of the beginning of everything. And it's like that domino effect. One thing happened and then all these other things started happening. But I have to say that I allowed myself to stay centered, and I breathed through all of it, and it was challenging. That I can say. It was challenging. And I think what was helping me pull through that, it was knowing that today I was going to be in this space, and then I could just let it all go. But I let it go last night. So anyhow, I didn't get the car rental on time. That backed up everything. So I was running around like crazy trying to catch up in my schedule. And then there were other things. I'm not going to bore you with all the little tiny details, but there were other things that just kept happening and things kind of falling apart. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So before we did the live stream last night with the Soul Sisters Tarot, I said, you know what? I'm going to go take a shower so I can release all this energy from the day. And once I did that, we had a good show with Linda G. It was a lot of fun. And the rest of my evening went pretty smoothly, and it felt so good. So I shared that story to say to you, when you're going through a challenging time or experiencing something that doesn't feel so good, sometimes you just have to surrender. And every time something happened and I went through something, I said, you know, I'm not liking this, and I'm not happy right now, but it's going to pass. And I know this, because that happens sometimes. And I didn't, at the car rental place, start yelling at, actually this lady yelled for me. I was kind of grateful for her. It was like my release through her. She went to the man and said, you know, this woman has been waiting for such a long time, you know, and I've been waiting too, but she's been waiting longer. And so I was grateful that she did that for me. But, you know, I just surrendered. I said, there's nothing I can do to make them go faster to get me a car. And I don't want them to give me something that's not ready. And they actually ended up upgrading me and told me I didn't need to fill the tank to bring the car back. And when we surrender, things will fall into place. Might not necessarily be how we want them to fall into place, But the more you create that resistance, that friction, oh, that can blow up right in your face. So allowing yourself to sit back, let it go with the flow. Let it go, let it flow. Let's see what else we get here. I'll try not to have it drop on the ground. Oh, celebration and connections. Yeah. Getting your mental health, your mental clarity, that's a time to celebrate. That's the time to embrace life. Embrace how far you come to where you are now and where you want to go. Connecting with people that you may not have in a long time. Like I said, I'm here celebrating with my friends. I haven't seen them since last summer. So taking that time to reconnect with people, or these connections can be with yourself. You don't necessarily have to go to be with other people. Being with yourself, taking care of you. Celebrate that connection, all right? Celebrate you, your connection. Gotta take care of this. All of this vessel. Can you hear the birds? See, I live right in the city, so I don't get to. There's some aspects of the city you can go into. There's a canyon not too far from me. But the only thing about that, because it's in Hollywood, it gets so crowded sometimes. There's so many people that are hanging out and hiking there, and it's okay for once in a while, but sometimes I want something a little bit more remote. But this right here, oh my gosh. And the mountains are over here. I'm not gonna up and move. Well, let me see. Let me see if you can see the mountains. See if I can slowly, without killing my microphone here, spin you around so you can see. Can you see the mountains there? A little bit. It's a lot of sunshine. At night time, oh, this thing's kicking on. It's like the air conditioning or something. So if I get a little, let me move closer to the mic. If I get a little drowned out, it's because of that noise. If we get a spectacular sunset, I'll be sure to post a photo so you can see, because it's really beautiful. Okay, there we go. Let's see what else Spirit has to say about mental health, mental well-being, mental clarity, all of that good stuff. Challenges. Discipline. Learning to be disciplined. Disciplined in dealing with your challenges. Disciplined in taking care of your mental health. Oh, that word discipline, right? Some days we're good, some days we're not. So make this a practice for you. Got to take care of yourselves. There's so much going on in the world. Like, how can we possibly take all of this in and be an empaths, right? That's what we do. We just take it in. We take it in. We take it in. But if you're taking so much in and you're not giving yourself that time and that space to release, not good. Not good at all. So please take this time for yourself. Be mindful of how you deal with challenges that come up into your life. Are you creating resistance? Are you putting up that fight and going about things in a way that you shouldn't be doing? I want you to think about that. Take that time to really think about, how do I manage and deal with challenges when they come up in my life? Do I hit them straight head on and consistently trying to fight and push and go against the grain? Or am I sitting back and observing, allowing myself to be open to possibilities, being open to different ways of how I can tackle this challenge and deal with it, giving it that space, the time to let it breathe? We're very quick sometimes to jump right on in without knowing everything that's happening and what's going on. So these are just some things for you to think about. All right, let's see what else we get here. One of my favorite words out of this deck: simplicity. Simplicity and openness. Spirit is saying, keep it simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. All right? Again, whatever it is that you enjoy doing for you, as long as you're taking that space and that time to regain, refocus, realign. Okay? Keep it simple. For me, this was simple. Just hopped in the car. Well, I say that and I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't that simple from what I went through yesterday. But the objective was to be simple, right? I rented the car to drive down here, spend a couple of days, and then head back home. But by keeping myself open, allowing myself not to create that resistance. Oh, good, it just went off. Not creating that resistance, things fell into place. So be open to new ideas, new ways of how you can take care of your mental well-being. When we allow ourselves to be more open, it exposes us to new things. New things come across our pathways. Then you can make the choice at that time, is that something that I want to engage in? All right. Let's see. Oh, well, we got connections again. This time I feel it really is more of a connection to you. How do you connect with yourself? How do you take care of yourself? What do you do for you? Purpose. Yeah. And make sure that whatever it is that you do, that it serves a purpose for you. That bird is like, I hope you all can hear that, because that's just amazing. My purpose for coming here and being in this space is because it allows me to connect more with nature. It allows me to breathe. Living in the city, sometimes I feel I feel like I'm suffocating. There are times I really do. I feel like I'm suffocating. So when I look for a space or a place to go, it serves a purpose. There is a purpose of why I want to go there. So, like next month, I'm going to Sedona, um, picking my daughter up from college, and we're going to Sedona because I want her to be able to detox, for both of us to detox, because we're both about to do this major energy exchange, right? Because she's been in her own space, I've been in my own space, and now we're about to come back together. So I felt what a perfect place for us to just kind of like decompress before we move in back into the space together. So that serves a purpose, and that is a connection. And then to carry that even further, I'm taking her to Mexico just to be by the beach, the water, and everything else. And this is actually my poor baby's a 2020 graduate. So I had a trip booked for her graduation gift in 2020, and that was taken away. A lot was taken away from her. So I'm really, really excited about that, to do that for her, because she's so deserving, and this is long overdue. But again, that serves another purpose. That purpose there is for her to celebrate her accomplishments, and how proud I am of her. And it's going to be another beautiful mental release for us. So, what is the purpose? I want you to think about that. When you do something for you, what is it that you want to, what is the desire? That's the word I was looking for. What's your desire with that? And respect the process. Acceptance. Accepting you for who you are, where you are in this very moment. Because the present moment is all we have. And when you allow yourself to be in that place of acceptance, that's what's going to help you get to the next part of your life easier. We get so stuck in how we want to be, what we want to look like, what we want to feel like, what we want to be like. But you need to honor where you are right now. Honor how you feel right now, whether that's good or bad. Honor the way you look. Maybe you're not at your ideal weight. That's okay. Just honor and love you for who you are right now, being in that place of acceptance. Because if you're showing a lot of hate towards yourself, you're just making it that much harder. So being in that place, respecting you, respecting yourself enough to give yourself that opportunity to have these mental breaks, to take care of your mental well-being. It's important. Sorry, I'm just loving these birds right now. See, just these simple sounds, it does something for my mental well-being. I'm like in heaven right now. It feels so good. All right, I'm gonna pull one more, and then I want to share a process with you that will hopefully help you. I recently did this process with a client, and I forgot how good it is. And I think I did it in a video, but it was way back. So always good to bring these things back. All right. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Oh, we got challenges again. This is why, right here, why it's important for you to take care of your mental health. Because of this. We're always going to have challenges. That's just life. but it's how you perceive them and how you work with it is what's going to matter. Yeah, awareness. Being aware, being aware of your challenges, being aware of when you need that space to care for yourself. And look what's at the base here, patience. Having patience for yourself. Can you hear? They're talking to each other. So challenges and awareness and patience. Having a lot of patience. Okay. Oh, I can see the bird. Okay. I don't have my glasses on. It almost looked like that one was a blue jay, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see very well. So the technique I want to share with you, it's called the bubble technique. And what it is, I'll explain it first, and then we'll do a run through of it. But what you're going to do, it's to help to release any negative feelings that you may be experiencing, or maybe you're going through something stressful, to allow you to just kind of release that and step back into your power. So what we're going to do, we're going to imagine that there's this bubble in front of us, that you're blowing up this bubble. And then you're going to put all your negative feelings into it. And then we're going to connect it to, we're going to see it have another bubble. And we're going to filter in between these two bubbles. And you're going to reclaim your power from the negative bubble into this new bubble that you created. Because sometimes when we expel all the negativity and all the stress, and sometimes we lose some of our power. So we want to reclaim that power and bring it back into this bubble. We're going to get rid of that old bubble, take this new one, put it over us. Imagine you have a pen, popping it, and having all your power come back in, through, around, all over your body. That's it in simple form. But I'm going to do it more in a meditation form for you here. But this is a beautiful exercise to do when you just need to release some of this energy and stuff that's going on. And then I would always encourage to, if you can take a shower, that really helps to shift the energy. Imagine just the day or whatever you've experienced just coming off the body and going down into the drain, releasing it. And of course, some good sage helps too. Okay, so get yourself nice and comfortable. You can leave your eyes open, close your eyes, whatever you want to do. I think I'll leave my eyes open. And let's just take a deep breath in and hold it at the top. And breathe out. Another deep breath in and hold it at the top. And breathe out. So now when we breathe out, I like to breathe with my mouth open because I really want to expel a lot of that stuff and just let it out. You can even do an audible when you breathe out, which is kind of whichever feels good to you. Or if you prefer with your mouth closed and breathing out, that's fine too. Again, for me, it's just more of expelling that energy that you want to release. All right? So now here we go. Take your straw, pretend like it's a straw or something, and you're blowing up this bubble. So you have this bubble in front of you. And I want you to release into this bubble all your stresses from the day, any negative thoughts, negative feelings, whatever you're experiencing, go ahead and just blow it all into this bubble. And when that feels nice and full, I then want you to picture another bubble right next to it. And this lovely bubble is going to be the bubble that's going to hold and gain back all your personal power for you. So if you feel inclined to do so, go ahead and give this bubble maybe a color. What color feels good to you? I like to think of pink. I like pink bubbles. Nice sparkly pink bubbles. You can throw in some other colors in there if you want or not. And then I want you to see that there's a filter going from this beautiful, bright bubble to the bubble that you just put all your negative energy in. And through this filter that's connecting these two bubbles, just see your personal power being pulled out of that negative bubble into this beautiful bubble. And you don't have to worry about any of those negative feelings or anything else getting through, because that filter doesn't allow it. This is only for gaining your personal power back. And when you feel this bubble is nice and full, and you've gotten all your personal power back, you can go ahead and set that negative bubble away. Imagine it drifting off into the universe, or giving it back to Mother Earth. Let her just kind of soak it all up. So now you want to take this beautiful pink sparkly bubble, whatever color you've given it, and I want you to see it coming on top of your head. And then you're going to go ahead and take a pen and pop it. And now, here comes your personal power down over the top of your head, over your face, down your neck and shoulders, as it's going around your body, through your body, coming down through the chakras, down your backside, your arms, and just kind of bathe in it as you feel it coming down. Down, 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 down your legs, all the way down to the base of your feet. And I just want you to take a moment and just bathe in that. Bathing in your divine power. I just want you to sit and feel how wonderful that feels. And then that is it. And what's so beautiful about this, you can draw it out and make it as long as you want. You can make it super short. The objective is just finding a way to give yourself that permission to release and to shift. Okay, and bring on energy that feels really good for you. So I would love to see how that felt for you. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear how that worked out. And please do get out there and do something beautiful and wonderful for your mental health. So I am holding you all in love. Many blessings to you all. Look forward to being with you live this Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. You know I'm going to sit here and just enjoy the rest, listening to these birds, right? All right, beautiful souls. Take care, and I'll see you soon.